Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but let me explain. Hello and welcome back to Curb FM and another episode of Rebuilding Newcastle United on Football Manager 2017. And today we've got a big game. And it's one of the biggest games in recent history of the club, if we're going to be honest. We've got a chance to get to Wembley and potentially win a trophy. And we've got a big task on our hands though. We've got to take Chelsea down over 2 legs. And since we last met, results haven't gone fantastic. We've dropped to second once again in the Championship. We drew with Birmingham. We beat Wigan 4-0. So that was alright. But then we lost to Burton and lost to Sheffield Wednesday. 2 big losses. 2 losses that we can't really afford if we're going to win the title. Then we beat Nottingham Forest. Then we drew with Blackburn. All very frustrating, to be honest. I feel like we should have won the games that we lost and drew, but, you know, that happens. And then we went into the FA Cup and beat Bristol City. Today we're going to go into the League Cup semi-finals. And I've created a little tactic. This is the first time I've ever used this tactic. I have no idea if it's going to work, but I'll explain it to you anyway. So the idea was to originally have a 3-4-1-2. With wing backs, but I wanted to make sure only one of them was attacking, so I've put Gamez back a little bit and onto a defensive fullback, and Clark sort of acts as a left back when Ayogo pushes forward, but it's also a 5 at times when they're attacking as well, with Ayogo slotting into the left back position. So it's a bit of a flexible defence. Ayogo needs to get backwards and forwards a lot, and I feel he can do the job. We're also going with 2 DMs. We've got Anita at deep line playmaker, so hopefully he pushes forward a little bit as well to spray out the passes up to the top. And we've got Hayden to win the ball back as well. And we've got Mitrovic starting today. He's not played much, but today is his chance. We've got him on a target man support, so we can get the ball forward to him, and hopefully he can pass it on to Wilson or Perez in the attacking positions. And that's pretty much the thought process with that. And we've also got some good options on the bench. We've got Shelvey, Ritchie, Hooper and Gale. And some other people on the bench if we do need to switch to our usual diamond. And we've gone with the instructions of sitting deep. We want to have a much higher tempo and hit them on the counter. So as soon as we get the ball, we need to get it forward out of their half, up to Mitrovic, and hopefully create a chance. We're going to be more disciplined and stick to our positions. We're going to exploit that left flank because that's the only one we've got someone attacking on. And we're going to pump the ball into the box and close down more. So, in theory, to me it sounds like it might work. But in practice, that's a different story. So we're going to get into the game and let's just see how it plays. And Chelsea are playing, it's actually a weakened side. They've got Begovic in goal. It would usually be Courtois. They've got Aki, David Luiz and Anya at the back. Kennedy's at wing back with Gaya. They've got Matic and Chalobah, Musonda, Hazard and Batshuayi. So we've got a chance actually. I don't know whether we even need to go defensive, but and the way Chelsea have set out as the reason I've gone defensive, they've got 3 up front, and we need to counter that with a bit of defence, and I think we can hit them on the counter. But Gaya goes forward, and it's almost gone in. But now Mitrovic to Wilson, can he use his pace? And to be fair, Anya's got solid pace as well, so we can't actually beat him to it. And now Chelsea with a corner, and Clark heads it out, and Chalobah looks to recycle the possession for Chelsea. Now Aki, Chalobah to Musonda, finds Hazard, Batshuayi, out wide to Gaya, and it's going to be a goal, isn't it? Damn it. Right, 10 minutes in, we're going to swap formation. Right, we've gone to our usual diamond, we need a goal. Ayogo, Clark and Bemba and Gamez at the back 4. We've got Lascelles in defensive midfield for now. We've got Hayden box to box, Anita advanced playmaker. So we've still got quite a defensive midfield. And then we've got Perez, Wilson and Mitrovic up front. And we're going to play Mitrovic as attacking, as a supporting target man. So basically ignore everything I told you at the start of the episode with the tactic. we're going back to normal. And they're still going to score again. No, they're not. And Wilson, come on. Just one goal and we're back in it. Oh, maybe not. Ayogo brings down Kennedy though, as he tried to break forward, and he's got a yellow card. The last thing we need is a red. Now Kennedy to Hazard, Batshuayi. I'm pretty much conceded that it's over, by the way. And Batshuayi again. It's so annoying as well. I really thought we could get through. Saying that, we've still got our game at home, but Lascelles, come on, find your way through. Play that ball. He shoots though, and that's a good effort. Forced the save from Begovic. And now we've got a corner to Anita. Begovic collects. Now Mitrovic heads it down. Mitrovic shoots, and it's hit the bar. So close. Right, we're going to bring on some attacking options at half time. We're going to bring on Shelvey, I think. Hopefully he can create something. Anita, Mitrovic holds it up well. Hayden finds Ayoze. Shalaba, good challenge from him. Someone we've actually been trying to get on loan. But Chelsea don't want to loan him out. And now Kennedy. Chelsea are on the counter. Hazard, it's in, isn't it? It's hit the post. Or the bar even. And Chelsea with a corner. And it's cleared by Clark. Come on, let's get to half time. Right, we're at half time. I'm going to say we were terrible. Just to fire them up. It's a bit unfair because we are playing Chelsea, but still. Right, we're going to drop Lascelles into where Clark is. And switch over Mbemba and Lascelles. Then we're going to bring we're going to bring Anita back in defensive midfield. We're going to bring on Shelvey in the attacking playmaker role. We'll just leave it there for now. But yeah, comeback could be on. We just need to keep them out. So don't just turn off just yet. Unless we start losing 6-0, then maybe it's over. But hopefully we can come back from this. So come on, Shelvey. Finds Perez to Wilson. As I say that, come on. We can create the chances. We've just got to finish them. Because we're not going to get many. So the ones we do get, we need to take. And time's ticking by. We've only got half an hour left. And we're going to make another substitution. We're going to bring on Gale for Hayden. And we're going to go 3 at the top. Just for the remaining 20 minutes. And we're going to put Anita there in defensive ball-winning midfielder. Actually, no, we're going to go with box-to-box again. And we're going to play Gale on attacking forward in the middle there. If we leave here with a 2-1, I'll be confident of a win. And Sells now, come on. We just need to get it up to them front players. To them front 4. Mitrovic loses the header. And now Gea looks for the cross into Costa. And again, Mbemba does well to clear it, but again, more pressure. And again, more pressure. And we clear it. Can we win that? No. Every time we clear it, we're just not getting the ball. Okay, 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. And let's be honest, it could have been a lot worse. So we head into the second leg with a small, tiny, minuscule chance. But yeah, off camera, I'm just going to play Brentford and Rotherham, and then we'll be back for the Chelsea game. But before we do that, I've got some transfers to go over. So obviously Carl Jenkinson came in, as we discussed, and Aaron Gunnarsson eventually came in as well. 4.2 for Carl Jenkinson, 5 million, which could rise to 7 million for Aaron Gunnarsson if he has 50 games, I think. And then we signed a good potential first team keeper in the future from Barcelona. And this, I searched on the filter for basically just Barcelona players that will join us, and this guy came up. And they accepted a 500,000 bid for 17-year-old Inaki Pena. And he's got great potential. He's currently only National League level, but I see big things for him in the future if he can develop. We're going to keep him in the under-23s because we want him to eventually become a homegrown player at the club. So he needs to be at the club for 3 years without being loaned out. So we're going to do that. But we can loan him out for maybe a year between now and his 21st birthday at some point. But for now, he's going to play for the Newcastle under 23s. We're also having a bit of a crisis. A lot of people are complaining because they want to leave. Anita wants to leave, Shelby wants to leave, and our captain, Jamal Lascelles, wants to leave to Southampton. And he's currently banned for 3 matches after he was sent off against Brentford in the last minute of the game. Literally the last thing that happened in that game was his red card. But we lost that game 2-1 eventually, which wasn't the best result. But then we won against Rotherham at home 2-1. Wilson and Hayden with the goals. And this put us back to top of the league because Norwich drew with Wolves, 2nd and 3rd now. They were 1st and 2nd, but we jumped above them with them 2 drawing. We were on 49 points, they had 50, and the win took us to top. So that was good. The top scorer in the league is James Wilson. In the top 3 assists are all our players. Adam Armstrong out on loan, of course. Dwight Gale and Iezi Perez with 8 assists each. So that front 3 really worked well together, and that's the front 3 we're going to use against Chelsea. Anita starts in the box-to-box role with Shelby in the attacking playmaker, and the changes I've made to the tactic have basically merged the 2. So now we've got our usual diamond, but instead of a defensive midfielder, we've dropped him back into centre of defence, and everything else is basically the same. But in the defence, we've got Lazar, Clark, Hanley, Mbemba and Gamez, because a lot of people are suspended or cup-tied or ineligible. Like Loftus-Cheek can't play because he's a Chelsea player on loan. Aaron Gunnarsson, Jenkinson and Bradley Johnson are cup-tied, and then we've got a few injuries and suspensions as well, so we're down to the bare bones at the minute. But I think we've still got a strong enough team to at least do well in the league for now. But yeah, we're just going to get into the game now. And Chelsea have gone with what seems to be another weakened side, so maybe we can beat them with a bit of luck. But let's just see how we do. And we've had a decent team talk. A few greens in there. So let's just get going. And so Courtois is going to take the goal kick. And it looks like we've got the chance, and Wilson almost scores. Courtois puts it wide. A big mistake from Chelsea there, almost conceded them a goal. And Shelby didn't shoot soon enough. And we're nearly at half time, not much happening in this first half. And I'm saying I'm not happy. Alright, we're 71 minutes in, we just need 1 goal to change it all. Nothing's happening. So we're going to bring on Mitrovic or Hooper. We're going to go with Hooper. And he's come on for Gale. And we're going to bring on someone more attacking in place for Anita. And we're going to go with Matt Ritchie, I think. And then we're going to put him there. And then we're going to bring on Hayden there. And change him to a ball-winning midfielder. And change Ritchie to an attacking midfielder. So yeah, hopefully this gets us a goal. But with 15 minutes remaining, it's not looking very likely and not much happening in this game. It's pretty disappointing. We've done well to get to the semi-finals, to be honest, in the last 4 of the competition. But once we come up against the big teams, we just can't score, really. Yeah, it's not happening. 1 minute added on, 5 seconds remaining. Can Chelsea grab a late goal? No. 0-0 against Chelsea. Not a bad result. But I say we're unlucky. It's a good team talk. They've reacted well. Courtois with the man of the match. And it was pretty even, to be honest. In fact, we beat them in possession. And we had more shots on target. Same amount of shots as them, 10 each. But we just couldn't get through today. But a 0-0 against Chelsea is not a bad result. I'm happy with getting to the semi-finals. It's good signs for when we get up to the Premier League. If we get up, sorry. Then maybe we can do something next season. And we're still in the FA Cup, but I don't really want to go for that one. I just want to focus on the league now. 2 cup runs is a bit too much for the players, I think. And we don't want too many injuries and too many games packing the schedule towards the end of the season. So I'm going to play the youngsters against Bournemouth in the next round. So in the next episode, we're going to bring you Wolves and Norwich. So that'll be 1st and 3rd. They've played an extra game It looks like Wolves lost as well. So we've got a chance to jump 4 points ahead of them and possibly reclaim our top spot in the next few games, and then we'll see where we are once we hit the two big contenders. Hopefully you're enjoying the series, and if you are, hit the like button and subscribe for more Football Manager 2017 content, and until next time, peace.